Did you ever dream to move somewhere else? Somewhere wherever in the world? Well, in this video, we're gonna take care of that dream. So please look ahead, think of your dreams, and follow me in this new episode. So we are ready to go. Sigla! So hello guys and welcome back. Welcome back to the show. It's amazing to have you here as always. Always it's a pleasure. Thank you for being back to In This Together with me, your host. You guessed it, once again. So guys, today I was just wondering with the mind, but I was just willing to say to you that if you have in your mind, in your project, or you're afraid of taking on something new, a new challenge in your life, please think again to that thing. Because that could be your savior in your life. And you have to stay strong and attached to what you want to do. And I'm willing to talk about a little bit moving somewhere else. Moving somewhere else for different purposes, for job, for new occupation, for taking on maybe some new trainings, or maybe, enrolling in a different university, or whatever it might be. But please at least consider it as an option. I know that's gonna be daunting at first, for sure. But I'm just here to spur you to keep on going and keep believing in that dream that you have to retain with all your strength that you have at your disposal. Because I gotta say with you, we are a community and you are basically always with me. I always say this, so you have to know where I'm from. So I'm from Milan. I lived and born and raised in Milan, Italy, an amazing city. I love it and I still love it. And I felt an immediate bond with the city from the very early beginnings of my early childhood. But after 26 years of my life, I felt that I had to move on, that to move out of the city. And I decided to take on a new adventure and I moved to Barcelona in Spain, amazing city. Well, but it's not about me right now. It's about just trying to get you into the mindset and why should you at least consider it as an option. Because first of all, you will have an open-mindedness that staying in your own location, in your own, I know that I don't like particularly right now, we're talking about too much about, comfort zone. But here we can have a clear vision about comfort zone because, when you're born and raised in the city and you're in your own environment, in your own setting, you're accustomed to every single one of it. So you're accustomed to the relationship you had with your friends, with your family, your relatives. You're accustomed to your neighborhood. You know a lot of people down there. Or maybe the language. You speak, I know because, being from Italy, I know I'm just doing a podcast, some videos in English, so I know that it's a little bit different. And I know that if I stayed maybe in Italy, I would have it would have been much more difficult, to start off because you're accustomed to talking Italian in Italy, of course. And maybe if you're from India, you're accustomed to speak Indian, or if you're from France, you're accustomed to speak French. It's normal, of course. But moving elsewhere can give you that edge, that open-mindedness to start thinking in another way. So I say, you just started realizing, and I always talk about shifting perspective. I love talking about shifting perspective. You shift your own perspective from a native speaker to another speaker. Right now, you're no more in your comfort zone. You're no more in your own place, but you're in a different place, abroad, when you don't have that kind of bond, that kind of similarities with the population. You have to embrace the diversity. You have to embrace the different cultures. And that is the second point. Guys, since I moved here, I knew so many incredible people from all over the world. I was so emotional to getting in touch to different kind of cultures, different kind of cultural backgrounds, different kind of foods, traditions, languages, always crammed and packed in one great suitcase, which is right now where I'm in, an environment in which I'm living in right now. But all those kind of background it would be so much more difficult to get there to that point, because where you're from, it's difficult to pursue diversity. It's much easier for you to step outside and start realizing that life is happening out there. Life is happening. It's amazing. The cultural diversity, just by going to the street, okay? Just simple as that. You go there and you speak another language. Or maybe you don't understand, because even I'm here in Spain and sometimes I don't quite know maybe that much Spanish. I know a little bit of Spanish, but not that much. So as I constantly say, well, what the hell is she saying, or is he saying? I don't know, but still, you feel that you have, I don't know, your brain, your body, your brain is processing informations in another sort of way, in another language. So you're actually getting better and better at crafting your own skills. And that's even without you to know that, even without even noticing that, you're processing new informations and you're upscaling yourself. Even if you don't know it, it's amazing. It's amazing, guys. And then another important point for me was, mental health. And I had the possibility to really embrace what I had in myself. So I saw a lot of positives and a lot of negatives, because when you're moving alone to somewhere else, you don't have friends, you don't have parents, you don't have relatives. Of course you can call them, but they're not there. You're alone with yourself and with your own mind, and that could be scary for someone. And I know if you're scared by it, please think again. Because being afraid is quite good. Having anxiety is not that bad thing. It's a control mechanism, it's a coping mechanism, it's something that we have on our back, is an alert mechanism. But if you just try to think about it more clearly, that kind of stress, produced by moving elsewhere, will keep you on growing. You will absorbing every information. And you will feel even much more bonded to your family and to your friends, because not actually seeing them and meeting them constantly, you will give them much more empathy. You will feel more energized just by listening to them, calling them. And you'll start feeling even more responsible for yourself, Because right now you're living alone in a different country, in a different world. That's amazing. We have this incredible opportunity. And I know that some people, I'm not gonna say that it's easy because you have to afford that. So of course, if you are capable of affording that, please take into consideration, because we have so many good things out there. And just by embracing the environment in which you will be living in, we can just grow our minds, grow our mindset, grow our behaviors, grow our even we are sponges. We're sponges, and it's easy to absorb every kind of information that you have in another completely different planet almost. So please think clearly if you want to go there, if you have this dream to go somewhere for traveling purposes, for going to university, and if you have the possibility to go there, of course, not gonna say that, okay, you don't have nothing, you start off with whatever, but at least if you have an idea, a vision in your mind, listen to that idea, caress that idea, embrace that idea, because that idea is who you are, most probably, most likely, and you have to keep believing in that, as it were like your child. Please listen to your voice, your inner voice. There are gonna be a lot of difficulties and drawbacks, but life is what it is. So please guys, if you're just wondering about moving elsewhere, please at least take into consideration and please remind yourself of this, we can say tips, we can say hacks, we can say advices, call it whatever you want, but at least that was my personal experience and I wanted to give it to you for you to use and for you to have, let's say, a shoulder on which you can just stay and relax. And if you want to share with me your scary moments, your scary feelings, or just if you have a thought that you are scared about, please share with me. Because it would be amazing for me to respond to you, to reply to you, and just try to get back to you as soon as I can, because I'm here for you guys. I'm just a mean here. I'm just a way between this lens here, myself, and you, that you are from the other part of that lens, of the camera lens that I have in front of me right now. And that's why I care the most. It's my audience, it's you guys. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're listening on Spotify or any other platforms, of course, please feel free to subscribe or rate this show. That would be amazing for me. Always, as I always tell you, you're here with me. I feel it. I can feel it in my bones. I can feel it in my spirit. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a so incredible companion, a good friend, a good classmate. Thank you very much. And guys, bless you all, and God bless you all. And thank you very much, and see you in the next episode.